All right, guys. Good morning. Sorry for being a little bit late. My phone died. It's a little bit of a crazy morning. Um, I like FU. Yeah, this stock right here. I like PHUN. I'm gonna go. Or maybe I'm not. Let's see if it's. I just don't see this dropping off. But we're right here above $1. Yep. Starting to move a little bit. I mean, there's a lot of potential this morning on a lot of different stocks, but PHUN is like my main watch. All right, let's see what else is going on real quick. Let PHUN. Let's see. So SFET's shooting up right away. Here goes PHUN. Yep. Yep. It's got to break that high day at 120. It could get held up here, which is what I'm kind of hoping. It gets held up at 120 and then comes back down some. But I would have liked to got in right there above $1. Let's see if it's going to break the high of day here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to. Yeah, it's going to right here. We're about to make a new high. Yeah. Or pre-market high is what I meant to say. Break of that. And I think it's about to get halted too. Yeah, it is about to get halted. Yep. Okay, well, did anybody get in this? Like, this is such a beautiful play. I mean, right there at $1, that was a perfect entry. I mean, the press release is a great press release. Anytime a penny stock partners with an established company, big deal. Pre-market at $1. I tried in pre-market. I was having issues. I kept trying to put in limit orders, and it was saying that the increment was all weird. Well, good job. I'm glad you guys got in it. Yeah, I actually wanted to get in pre-market down in this area at 90 cents, and I couldn't. It wouldn't let me. I kept trying and trying. I kept trying different ways to do it. I had my good till canceled on and all that, and it wouldn't let me. But ACER. Oh yeah, One Life right now. He's making money all over the place. CS Fed just had a quick pop up. CCL not doing much. ALDX not doing much. DFN looking ugly. Hoth XLB. Acer just seems to be running off of. I'm not really sure. It's not even a lot of volume on Acer. But seems to be moving with barely any volume right now. Already up 20 cents. Still moving here. I don't have a lot of funds to trade today. I traded most of my funds yesterday, so I only got enough probably to get 100 shares of maybe PHUN if it's going to keep running. See, we got resistance. We're right through that. Next resistance 142 looks like maybe. 130, 138. 170. So this can definitely still move. It's probably going to gap up, I would imagine. But, you know, if this is going to keep going, there'll be other opportunities to try to get into it. So, even though I missed the initial rip, it'll be okay. Yeah, good job to everybody who got in it. Okay, Gene has a press release they just released as well at 8:15. Doesn't have a lot of volume, but let's see. Full extension for continued listing, accelerated development of new COVID-19 polygenic risk test for risk developing life-threatening complications. There you go. One Life already killing it. You guys are killing it today. You guys are on it. Everybody liked the stream because One Life's killing it soon before the day's even started here. Yeah, they got that. They did a price offering and that pretty much killed it in DM. That was it. I mean, it ran so hard. It was all the way up to $7, I think, or almost $7 in post or pre market. I remember looking at it until. Let's see, we should be coming out of this halt in a minute. I remember seeing it when I was making my watch list, and I was like, well, there goes it in DM. It's garbage. Real quick, let's just look at it and see how low it's went. Oh, all right, never mind. How about that? Got an offering, and that's about right there is I think where the offering was around. Yeah, it's right around 750, and you can see it's rebounded and came back up. It's already moved $1.50 and it's halted. So I guess in NDM, I guess that PR was so good nobody cares about the offering. Oh, here goes PUN. PUN getting halted already. Oh man. Yep, PHUN. Halted again right out the gate up to 140. This is why I had this marked on the watch list this morning in the Facebook group as like the #1 watch, because you know these are garbage penny stocks. So anytime that they mess with an established company, they partner with an established company or anything, they always get a lot of attention. But good job, guys. Out of the second halt, yeah. I mean, there's gonna be some people locking in profit. Like I mean, I would imagine there's gonna be a pullback out of this next halt. The thing is though, it doesn't have once it gets over $2, it doesn't have a lot more. It doesn't have too much more resistance. Well, normally out of a second halt, yeah, you know, it would probably dive. There is an off chance. There's an off chance that this PR is good enough to make this move more out of a second halt. I don't think that's going to happen. I would imagine, like I said, there's going to be people who are going to want to lock in profit. So I'd say it's going to have a pullback. I mean, we've ran 40 cents so far in a matter of what, 10 minutes on a dollar stock. So like, you know, if you had $1,000 and you bought 1,000 shares of this at $1, that'd be a $400 profit. You're already up. So people are going to lock in for sure. We'll see what happens on it. Let's see when exactly we get halted. 8:39, so we got 3 more minutes unless it's a 10-minute halt. Surf's actually not looking too bad here. Acer didn't sold off. GNE selling off. CCL starting to pop up here. Oh, CCL was halted. It just got halted a minute ago. Just started getting volume. So we're getting halts all over the place right now. Yeah, this is wild. This is a lot of... What's happening is because the... Oh, look at the SPY. Are we gonna see 300 on the SPY today? That'd be pretty wild. I would give it a second. You know, I mean, I would lock in some profits out of the second haul. I would definitely lock. You know, I'd lock a majority in, maybe even all of it, because you can always get back in. If you can, I mean, it's still a good win. You got in at $1.07. You know, most likely. I would just give it a few seconds out of the halt. Just give it a second, see if it gaps up anymore, because that was quick. SPCE is that low? Might snatch some SPC up. Oh yeah. Yeah, SPCE a little cheap. Ooh, down here at 1464. That would have been a decent price to get that at. Yeah, you can always get back in this and trade it multiple times. Like that's what One Life's getting at. But I mean, you've gotten, this is easy money right now. So like, the smartest thing would be just to lock in out of this. You know, let it open up and see if it gaps up some, and then lock out real quick, and then you can hop in later. And you did get a nice little quick gap up. But I would imagine it's going to come back down some. Or maybe not here. Let's see. I was going through 160. This is going again. Guys. Great job today, guys. You're getting halted again. 3 halts. I'm sad I'm not there with you, but man, this is beautiful. This was easy money. Good job, guys. Look at this. 3 halts in a row. Straight up. Straight up on this play. If anybody is in this chat and hey, $300 is still a nice profit, Dom. Don't worry about it. That's a great day. So you did good, man. Nothing wrong with it. You know. But if anybody's in the chat right now who's not in the Facebook group, make sure you go join the Facebook group, Framework Fortune Day Trading. We are doing this. NNDM going up some more. Look at this. NNDM, another halt as well. It's hotcakes today, guys. This is the hot type of market I've been talking about. I don't know if this is going to last, but if this is going to start being every day, this is what I was talking about. So we've not had a real hot market, but today we have a hot market for sure. I'm fired up. I am fired up. Let's see, CCL should be about coming out of this halt. Let's see what it does out of this halt. Yeah, great job, everybody. Glad y'all are killing it today. You're in the FOMO. You want to hold it too long? I mean, don't $300, man. $300 in what? 10 minutes of work? What other job in the world can you make $300 in 10 minutes of work other than drug dealing? What legal job in the world can you do that? 310 minutes. That's you know, that's a great lick for anybody. Oh, CCL gapping up out of this halt too. Well, this is we got XELB starting to come back up. Acer cracking off. I'm going to take that off the watch list. Hoth is probably going to get taken off the watch list. Let's see, when do we get halted on this? 8:44, so we got about 3 more minutes. DFN's doing nothing. Take DNFN out of here. CCL getting hung up at 125. SFET cracking down. All right. I'm not high today. I'm just excited. I'm excited you guys are killing it. You guys are making nice money today, man. It's been kind of the whole pandemic thing has made the stock market real crazy, and we've had some, it's every day is different. Slow one day, decent another day, hot one day. I'm just excited for you. I'm excited for everybody to start making some money. Like I said, I only got 140 to trade with today, so it's not like I could do much. I mean, I could have, if I would have mathed right, I'd have been in PHUN myself. I tried to get in 150 shares, and that was too much. I should have went 140 shares, and I would have been in. But, sometimes my math is off by a bit. But yeah, I'm just happy, man. I ain't got to be high to be happy. It's a good day. Stocks are ripping, getting halted all over the place. All right, let's see if PHUN finally has a pullback. That was a nice rip all the way up to 185. Did you get welcome to the chat, DP Trader? Did you get a hold of PHUN? Oh, and it's going again. 4 halts. 4 halts on PHUN. This is insanity, guys. Four halts in a row. Insane. Man. What a beautiful run on this so far. NMDM halted on the way down, so it started going, and then now it's pulling back. Let's see, PHUN is up 186% so far. CCL halted on the way down, so now we're starting to see Everything, all eyes are pretty much on PHUN at this point. So, but yeah, don't worry about if anybody's getting FOMO. I do not advise jumping in right after this fourth halt. Um, don't let FOMO control you. I mean, it could keep ripping. Who knows? At this point, it's already ran $1. But don't get FOMO. Just wait it out. Be patient. Because if this comes back down, and it's showing that it's not done running yet, then I'm going to try to get in at some point if I can. If like I said, it still looks like it's going to keep running. I'm not going to hop in if it just sells off real quick. But, you just got to be patient. This could be, an all-day up and down mover like NNDM was yesterday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I'm waiting. That's why I'm not jumping and doing anything. Like, I'm excited, but I'm not going to hop in this without it showing me something. So far, it hasn't showed me anything, but it wants to go straight up, so. And at any time, it could go straight back down. I was just telling some of the new traders, I'm getting fired up, so they might get fired up and be like, oh man, this thing's going to the moon. Not necessarily. Not necessarily is it going to the moon. At some point, a lot of profit taking is going to happen. Because once again, if you had 1,000 shares and you bought at $1, you're up almost $1,000 right now. You've almost doubled your money. So there's going to be some selling coming for sure. People are going to start locking in profits on this. CCL looks like it wants to come back down some. XELB. So when did this get halted? This got halted at 8:50. So and in 30 seconds, this should be unhalted. So yeah, we'll just gotta fill it out. That's all there is to it. ATOS came out. Oh God, more PR. ATOS came out with PR at 8:30. So that's another one that you might want to keep on watch to see. Successful in vitro testing results of COVID-19 drug inhibits COVID. Where'd you go? Come back. Ineffectivity of viral cells in laboratory culture. So that's another possible play too. See, it's already ran 176 up to 263. Let's see if this gaps up again here. Yeah, 190% is definitely super dangerous. So I'm saying there's gonna be some profit taken. You gotta wait it out. I want to see it come back down. Another gap up, gapped over 2 there for a second. Oh, it might go again. It looks like it's trying to go again here. And it is. And another halt. Another halt. 5 halts in a row on this. Wow. Insanity. Insanity. So, Once again, guys, I'll say it again. Congratulations to everybody who got in this. Because you're absolutely killing it right now. First round, yeah. Yeah, I bet you're doing pretty good in One Life. Very nice run. But I'm just excited because we saw NNDM run big yesterday. We saw PHUN, we're seeing PHUN run big today so far. You know, everything's starting to open back up. We might get into a hot market, you know. The next couple of summer months, it might be like this every single day. And this is when day trading gets like fantastic, is when you get in a hot market like this and you have stocks ripping big every single day. So we've got 2 days in a row so far. We'll see if it continues on to tomorrow and to next week. And if that seems to be the trend, then we'll know what's up. There you go, One Life. There you go. Killing it. See, so that would be at 9:01. Kind of got SFED on a bit of a trend line here. CCL is kind of on a trend line as well. A lot of upper shadows in this area, though. A lot of people buying. LDX on ALDX on a downtrend. XELB starting to pop up. Got some resistance right here at 135 and then 140. Yeah. No kidding, right? One Life, you know, it's a good job. So a lot of possible opportunities still. Oh. Huh. This is selling off pretty hard. It's kind of weird. You know, XELB trying to just made a new high a day. It's a pretty good opportunity here to make some money too, right in the beginning. Because you could have got this at around $1.02 and already be up 50 cents. So that was a good opportunity. See, CCL starting to come up some more. You see XELB getting held up in the little resistance area right now. See, and then the PHUN just get halted again? Look at that. Another halt on PHUN. Straight up to 240. Oh my goodness. 6 halts in a row. Wow. What a rip. Alright, now I'm getting a little sad that I'm not in on it. Now I'm getting a little sad. I was really excited and happy for you guys, but now it's just getting ridiculous. Now I'm sad. No, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Like I said, if this is the market we're gonna start being in, and if every day is gonna start being like this, there'll be plenty of opportunities to catch these big rips like this. There will be other opportunities. And it's still early. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock, so eventually, yeah. Eventually, at some point today, I don't know when at this point, but at some point, this is going to turn around and have to retrace some and build some support somewhere. So there's still going to be probably opportunities on this. I mean, 6 halts in a row straight up is pretty crazy. I don't know how much more it's going to keep going like that, but there should be other opportunities later to get on it. So, yeah, 10 your time, but yeah, I mean, we're only 30 minutes into the market open, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. 30 minutes, and this has already ran $1.41. NMDM coming down. See, XELB is the other one. Okay. So we're starting to build a little bit of support here at 125 on XELB. Well, maybe. It's trying to, but it looks like it might drop off here. ATOS slowly climbing back up. It's going to have a little bit of resistance past this 263 high, but you see SVET cracking that trend line, so that is done. You got what? You got LK? I don't know what LK is. Oh, is this it? LK? Luckin Coffee. Yeah, got a nice little move up. Well, good job there. This wasn't not on my radar, but it definitely made a decent little move. This is pretty low. I'm gonna put this on the watch list. This is an interesting stock. Higher float, but had a huge gap down. I mean, this 240 is pretty low. But that's probably because, the pandemic probably killed it. Let's see. PHUN opening up again. And it's going to get halted again, guys. This is insane. PHU getting halted again. No, I was reading the news. It's not good news, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, the outlook's lower. It's definitely not good news. I was just looking at the chart pattern because it's sold off so much. It's way down here. It might get a little bounce. I mean, that's probably the bounce right there. But you go from up here around $25 all the way down to $240. That's a huge drop. So. Oh, they cooked the books. Well, some businesses do that. I mean, I don't think like I said, I only like how low it is. But I mean, at this point, whoops, get out of here. I mean, I'm not gonna trade this. I just wanted to watch it. Oh, CCL's starting to pop up here. Let's see if CCL is going to break through 150. Not yet. Not yet. It came real close. Do we have any resistance anywhere back on the chart? No, 150 is basically last resistance on this on the yearly chart. Let's look back 3 years and see. No, if this breaks 150. Oh, and there it goes. It's starting to break 150 now. And this may get halted right here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to get halted. Yeah, it is definitely getting halted. So yeah, if you look back 3 years, 150 is like big deal resistance, and it's breaking through that. So now it's got room up to at least $2. But you can see, before this is ran all the way up to 645 in one day, from 130 all the way up to 645. So this is a potential big runner as well. What a beautiful day. Whoa, what did I just do? Okay. So, a halt on CCL and a halt on PHUN. PHUN still going straight up. It's up to 268. Where's next resistance on this at? It's right at some resistance. But if it gaps up over that, it won't really matter. So this mic, it's still got room to run. Alright, let's go through some of these, see if anything's doing anything. $3.43 was the next resistance. Take that off. That can still stay on. That can... Starting to maybe get a little trend line forming on ATOS. Yeah, 15 million in volume. Yeah, but you know, it's all buying volume. There's mainly buying volume, and this is unhalted again. This is going up some more. It's getting halted again. God, Lord have mercy. They got halted really quick that time. So what a halt fest. Well, I thought there was going to be another opportunity to get in this, but I don't know. It might be later than I thought. But on PHUN, the 1 minute looks shaky. Yeah, it kind of went sideways there a little bit. But you know, it got halted because buying volume's still coming into it. You know, as long as those buyers are buying it and it's going up, it's gonna keep getting halted. Nobody's selling hardly. I would think so too. I mean, I did not expect it to run this hard. This is a massive run for a dollar stock. NNDM still paused on the way down. Hoth is slowly starting to come back up. Yeah, let's see. $120. See, and CCL coming out of the halt, little gap up. Oh, and it's still going now. Now, okay, now it looks, well, maybe. Let's see. Is this going to pull back? So CCL is kind of fighting right now in this 160 area. But it looks like it might keep running here. Yep. Now it looks like now it's going to have a pullback. See, it may bounce off of 150 here. Oh, unless it gets halted on the way down. Looks like it's getting halted on the way down. 150 cracking maybe. Yeah, so it's got halted on the way down. Boy, today is a halt fest. This looks ugly. We'll take that off the list. PHUN should be unhalted here in another 45 seconds or so. ATOS See, NNDM starting to get a little buying volume back in it. Gotta be careful on NNDM though. That offering is a little sketchy. So let's see what PHUN does here, if it finally has a pullback or not. That was a nice gap up to 3, but it looks like it got held up at 3 there. So we might... it's about to get halted on the way down. So now everybody's going to start taking profit. I mean, if you, like I said, if you had 1,000 shares and you rode this all the way up, that would be $2,000 profit you could have made. So, quick little red halt. Little down halt on this. It's at 200's at 356. See, we're halted at 9:15, so 2 more minutes on this guy. XELB looks like it might want to start trying to come back up after going sideways, possibly maybe a little trend line here. Nah, this looks ugly. ATO's actually, yeah, that was the trend line. That's where it bounced off of right there on the TOS. And this guy's starting to sell off some more. This little garbage. So we kind of got a trend line on NNDM as well. So let's see what happens with CCCL. Out of this halt, see if it sells off more and halts down again. Or if it trades normal. PHU would be unhalted 2 minutes after CCCL. NDM trying to come up. Yeah, NNDM. Nice bounce off the trend line there so far. Alright, there you go. CCL coming back down. A little bit of indecision here on CCL. Hmm. So CCL trying to hold up above 140 or 138. Just right there in that area. It's starting to crack a little bit now. Yeah, you can basically see right here where it's trying to hold up, right in this area. Trying to hold that support there. See, PHU, was we at a 10-minute halt now? It must be a 10-minute halt on PHUN. I'm going to go on CCL here. Starting to kind of come around, bouncing off of this support here. Let's see if I can make a little bit of money. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. It's trying to hold this support. If we can hold this support, it might be able to keep slowly climbing up again and then maybe go on another big move. But that 150, remember, is going to be pretty tough, so we got to watch for that 150. Let's see how much buyers we got coming through at 150. If it can get through 150 again, that's when it can start moving again. But it is struggling. So it may be a little sketchy. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the Chinese companies. And starting to kind of curl over on the 1 minute. So if it starts dropping off, I may have to get out. Oh yeah, it's starting to come down here really quick. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to take a small loss before it gets halted on the way down. It tried to get up there, but 150 was just too much for it. There it goes. Yeah, now it's going to get halted on the way down. So I gave it a shot. A little $12 loss. That's fine. Yeah. It's a tricky one. I've traded CCL in the past several times. It's always a little tricky, but oh well. PHUN still halted. This is a long halt. So this is going to be maybe a 15-minute halt, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, why it's halted this long. 9:17. So 9:33. 9:33 would be when this would be a 15-minute halt if it's going to get resumed. I'll see NNDM popping up some more. XELB popping up some. And ATOS still popping up some. So all these with a bounce off the trend line. So of course the only one I get in doesn't bounce. But it didn't actually come back down to the trend line though. You know, it still could come all the way down to 120. But nice bounces so far on these trend lines. Like that's, let's see, so that's a 75-cent bounce off the trend line right there, and it's still moving up. And then this one is a $1.14 to $1.35, so about a 20-cent bounce on XELB, and then on ATOS, about a 50-cent bounce. So there's been multiple opportunities today to make money. Ugh. Anything else going on over here on this CLSN? This guy ran 50 cents for no reason, looks like. FDA conditional acceptance on EVOK, and it's been slowly climbing. Let's throw this up here. Another pretty decent press release. The SPY up to 297, still slowly climbing. Oh, Trump tweeting something got everybody excited. We put sanctions on Iran, India to resume domestic flight operations. Huh. So NNDM still trying to move up. EVOK, ATOS. See, if this is a 15-minute halt, this should be getting unhalted here in a minute. If not, if it doesn't get unhalted here, I'd be very concerned about it being a, what is it, a T12 halt, I think? I think the T12 is the one where it gets paused for investigation. Yeah, I got CCL on mine too. Craig's another China Recycling. It's another Chinese play. See, CCL got unhalted. Trying to hold up the trend line there. Is anybody still in PHUN? Normally it would say it's halted due to pending news if it's going to be news. The CCL is starting to kind of bounce off the trend line there, so if I just waited 5 more minutes. Oh well. You're still in it, One Life? Well, you got most of your money out of it already though, right? You sold. Okay, I'm having a hard. I gotta. Are you out of it, Sheila, or are you still in it? You're saying you sold it at 284 at the same time it halted. Are you out of it completely? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Your average is a great, One Life. You'll be fine most likely no matter what it is. But I just wanted to make sure that none of the newer traders were like had all their money in this at this moment. Well, then, okay, all right, then you haven't sold it yet, Sheila. You need to be paying very close attention to this then because um, if it didn't get executed, man, that's sketchy. That's sketchy. What were you in at? What was your price? Where did you buy in at? What price? Because until Thinkorswim has executed the trade, you're still in this for sure. Just because you hit sell doesn't mean that you're going to be out of it for sure. Um, Basically, if you sold market, if you hit sell market, then right now your market order is just sitting there. It could get filled during this halt, possibly. That has happened before, but most likely it's not going to. And then it'll trigger as soon as this opens back up. Yeah, it'll fill when it opens. Yeah, exactly. It'll fill when it opens back up. So just, I mean, will she mark it? It'll execute it at whatever the current sell price is as soon as it opens up. Yeah, she did. She didn't put a limit order in. She put a market, or I hope she put a market. I don't know. Oh man, what a gap down! Disgusting. What is going on here? Yikes! What is going on? I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like what just happened on this. I hope you made some profit. I don't know where you got filled at, but this is kind of crazy. I mean, I've seen gap downs out of a halt, but this like instantly got gapped down. Like that's a whole dollar gap down. But that's why that's why you got to be careful with your entries. You got in at 250. You missed all of this chance back here. Like the best entry was back down here in the dollar area. Well, it's halted again already. So I don't know. I mean, that's a very big gap down, but it did just run. I mean, it ran from $1 to $3. That's a massive run. At some, yeah, it opened up, and as soon as it opened up, it gapped down, and then it got halted again going down. Like it was very very quick. It opened up for about 3 seconds. Basically, probably what happened was everybody who had been in this who was holding probably got real nervous when this halt lasted longer than 5 minutes. You know, that halt lasted about 15 something minutes, and so as soon as everybody had a chance to try to get out, they were trying to get out and lock in profits, and it just dumped the stock. I mean, it just dumped it and then immediately got halted again. So it's probably going to, it could come back down even more, but at least you're out of it, Sheila. I don't know if you took a loss on that or not. I'm guessing you probably did because your entry was 250. Maybe it was probably a 20-minute halt. Yeah, it was. It was a 20-minute halt. So I don't know if this is going to be another 20-minute halt or what. But man, what a nasty, nasty drop down. But this is what I was saying earlier. I was saying you got to wait uh, until all this gets done. There'll be other opportunities on this play eventually at some point, but buying it after it's already ran so much, buying up here, that's the problem. Anytime you buy up so high on a stock, after it's going straight up, you're risking it coming straight back down. Although this was a little dramatic of a drop. Oh, there goes the dog. He's barking. Let's see what CCL doing. Yeah, FOMO is a bad emotion for sure. Like FOMO will destroy your account. That's why you have to be patient. But ALT, sorry, I remember you put up ALT. I didn't look at it because I got caught up by that. Yeah, ALT looks pretty decent. It's coming up. No resistance ahead. Let's look back, see if there's any. Maybe some resistance, but looks pretty good on the yearly chart. Making a nice climb. Yep. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, get those in. We'll give the stream about 15-20 minutes here. And then I've got to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. One of the two. I'm going to go and journey out into the wild today. Hmm. The problem is there's nothing good about LK. Like all the press release, all the PR on LK is not good PR. Like the only thing that LK has going for it is that it is so low. But I mean, if they're gonna if they're gonna delist and all that, then this could keep just dropping off. And to me, it'd be too risky to trade this stock. Because this right here was the dead cat, so that's what you take and you just leave it there. Although I guess it's just starting to move up right here for some reason. That's odd if they're delisting. I don't know why anybody would be buying this if they're going to delist. Not sure. This is kind of weird. XELB cracking the trend line. I'm just going to move all these lines because I'm going to be done for today. I don't have any more funds. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Daniel B said, that's kind of the end of the story on LK. It's not, people are not going to want to buy a stock going out of business because what makes the dead cat bounce work is the company's still in business. Like they might have had some bad earnings, or maybe they missed some endpoints on their phases, like we saw with what was it, Seva the other day. Seva took a big old nosedive because they missed their endpoints, but Seva ended up being a good dead cat bounce. So the dead cats work when the company is not going out of business and getting delisted. If you see bankruptcy, delisting, or anything like that, then it's going to be really, really sketchy to try to get a dead cat bounce on. GUNS is starting to go again too. God, what a day. Well, Sheila, at least you got out with a small profit. I was really concerned that you got out with a loss. So I'm very happy for you that you like that $3 profit is good, because most likely what's going to happen, and you were pretty much lucky that you were able to get out between this crazy nonsense, but this crazy nonsense might happen again. When this finally opens up again, I'm sure more people who didn't get out are going to want to get out, and it's probably going to drop maybe all the way back down to $1.50, $1.25. So good job, getting out of that while you could and escaping without taking a big loss. I know it sucks you didn't make much profit, but this could have been a very big loss for you, and a very, kind of almost like you're powerless to do anything because that's such a hard area. Like that type of unhauled is gross. So I'm glad you did not take a loss on that. And CCCL starting to come back up again. Mistimed it by a couple of minutes, but that's alright, whatever. Yeah, you'll get it. The problem is you just wherever. What did you say you got in at? got in at 250 or something like that. You're getting in it by getting in where you got in at. That's really high up. You know, this is a dollar stock. They don't make that big of moves very often. And the only reason why this is really making that big of a move is because of the great press release. So, like, if you didn't really get it, if you didn't get in at $1 or $1.20, you know, maybe at the break of this resistance, anything over that is going to be sketchy trying to get in there. Because this type of nonsense with a stock that's getting halted a lot, this could have happened, you know, in this 250 area. It just happened to get all the way to 3, but you don't want to chase. Like I said, anything past 120 on this stock, you would have been chasing. And there, I called that. Look at that gap down to 150. And it's getting halted on the way back up here. Look at the buying volume coming in on this. This is insanity. Wow. I don't know. I have no idea what PHUN is going to do at this point. Like what are you supposed to go off at this point? We have nothing to go off of. Like we have, you know, we got to look at the candles to see, you know, where support and resistance is. The only support we know of is right here, unless we look back. It's like where 172, 150. We know 150 was some support, so that's why it bounced off of 150. So we got support there. I mean, but still, I don't know. It's hard to say. 175, maybe some resistance and support. Right in there. $170 area. 44, 135. $2 is going to be another. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what... You know, it's getting halted so quick. Like, it's hard to trade this when it's getting halted so quick up and down. Like, you can mark out all your support and resistance, but you don't really have a chance. But, like... It's hard to say what it's going to do past this at this point. Like I really have no idea. I can't even venture an educated guess because it's just getting halted so quick. So you bought a few shares of Hexo at 50 cents. Whoops. What did I just do? Alright guys, I don't know if you can still hear me or not. But I kind of messed up. Alright, there. I accidentally... Alright. Okay, I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Is everything good? My mouse, I don't know if you guys can see this, but my mouse has these stupid buttons on the side right here. And if I click those on accident, it'll like take me to a new page. So I left the stream for a second there. Oops. See, I don't know what's going on with Hexo right now. Oh, they did an offering. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to do with Hexo. Are you looking for a little swing or long term, or what are you looking for on this? Because I definitely probably wouldn't suggest long term at the moment. You know, it's just been coming down for a long time. I mean, right now you're still on a downtrend from the other day's high. So you bought in below a downtrend. Yeah, but NNDM's a little different. NNDM has a groundbreaking 3D printing PR from yesterday uh, with the offering. Like the offering is not really a good thing on NNDM because it's more dilution, but the other PR is groundbreaking. So, you know, I still think. There we go. But you can see it's starting to crack. There's not really a good reason for this to come back up. And like I said, you're buying under this downtrend as well. So I mean, this could just keep on dropping off. PHU got halted again. Yeah, it did. 15, 20 cent halts, pretty gross. They're trying to slow this stock down. It looks like. NNDM also, another thing that's different from NNDM and Hexo is NNDM has almost 100 million in volume, so a lot of eyes are still on it. Hexo, what has Hexo got? Let's see. Hexo has 6 million, but still on a 343 million share stock, 6 million isn't that much. So I mean, it does have some volume, but not enough to really warrant it doing anything. All right, guys, I gotta run here shortly. So, good job to everybody who killed it today and made some nice profits. And then we'll be back tomorrow. We'll see what Friday brings. They are getting more money, but they're diluting the shares. So like CCL, for example, they've got 7.28 million shares. If they come out with an offering selling 3 million more shares, that's going to bring the float up to 10 million. So what you're doing is diluting. You're diluting the stock because you're bringing more shares. Like in the long run, depending on what the company's doing, like if that money is going to a good investment, it can be good. But right out the gate, most people don't like. For day trading, we see common offerings and we run away because it's not normally a good thing. Because usually most garbage penny stocks will come out with offerings after they go on a big rip. And that's because they're a garbage penny stock. They're not making any money anyway. So if they get a chance to pump the stock up and get a big rip, and then they can do a public offering and raise, another 5-10 million that they can give back to themselves, their committee and their CEO and stuff, then they're going to do that. So like in some certain cases, it might be a decent thing for a common offering to happen, but with these penny stocks, most of the time it's not going to be for anything good, and that's why you'll see stocks that get diluted so much and they end up on the OTC markets trading for 0.001 because they diluted the hell out of the stock. You know, you'll see the stocks on here, they have, you know, a huge market cap because they just could diluted. Yeah. But yeah, it's just normally not a good thing. Very, very, very rarely is it a good thing. But NNDM's, see, like I said, NNDM's probably going to come back down because of this offering. And that's the other thing too. You can look at the offering and see how much they're talking about charging. So yeah, NNDM, 17.95 million shares at $2. So if they're offering the stock at $2, that's basically them saying that's what we think our stock is worth right now. We're willing to sell our shares, some new shares of the company for $2. So right now it's up at $3.50. That's $1.50 higher than what they're trying to sell these other shares at. So why would anybody else want to pay, you know, $1.50 more than what they're offering it at? Especially if it's not really, you know, going to anything good. Like, there's just, most likely, stocks are going to drop when they get a common offering. And you can see right here, before it did make this little rebound bounce, it sold off. NNDM sold off all the way down on this one candle to 240. So it almost got all the way back down to $2. And then it had this little bounce. But like I said, it's probably going to keep coming back down over the next couple of days. And then if it's going to run again, it'll, you know, it'll come out with some more good news or something. But yeah, alright guys, I gotta go. Appreciate everybody joining me. Congratulations to everybody who killed it today. We'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Until next time.